Und damit hallo und willkommen zurück zu Pretty Old Pixel. Mein Name ist Selma und heute im dritten Adventstream. Naja, eigentlich ist es der zweite Stream für den dritten Advent. Ist vielleicht, weil, ja, Gründe. Hallo Madral, hallo Hastur, hallo zusammen. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet einen schönen Advent bis jetzt. Ihr konntet euch etwas relaxen, ausruhen und das schöne, in Anführungsstrichen, Wetter genießen. Also ich weiß nicht, wie es bei euch ist, aber bei uns regnet das ziemlich doll. Ich zögere das noch ein bisschen hinaus, weil den Gast, den ich eingeladen habe, okay, ist jetzt ready. Ähm, für alle, die jetzt hier sind, das ganze Interview oder das ganze Gespräch wird in Englisch sein, deswegen drückt mir die Daumen. Ich versuche ihn mal anzurufen. Hallo. Yeah? Try another
Can
things.
you hear
Ah,
me?
perfect. Perfect.
Oh,
As
good,
always.
good.
So, okay, so we are live, and as I mentioned before, this episode of our pre-Christmas stream will be a little bit different because we have an special guest, and this special guest doesn't speak German, and I'm trying to speak a little bit English, so I think we all can manage here. And
Oh, so who's the special guest then?
did you look in the mirror today?
Uh, I did, I did, yeah. Like, which is why I asked you if this was like audio only, because I needed to know.
Really?
Yeah, because I needed to know if I needed to do my hair, because my hair is crazy right now.
Oh, I can't
It's
imagine, yeah.
yeah, it's like Final Fantasy Cloud crazy.
Yeah, so let me introduce you. Um, I'm not quite sure because you started as Adventure Game Guru, right? And then switched your name to Adventure Game Geek because.
Oh, no, actually, like my channel name has always been Adventure Game Geek.
Oh.
Yeah, but before I decided on that name, I had like other names in mind, and one of them was the Adventure Game Guru.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Yeah, and I actually have some like really early footage of me, saying, "Oh, hey, hello there, fellow adventurers. I'm like the Adventure Game Guru." And all this, and I'm like wearing this robe, and I'm trying to make it like sound all like mysterious and everything, and it just didn't work, because then I realized that I'd have to do that like every time, you know.
Yeah.
And, I'd have to wear this robe and all that, and it's almost like I was like playing a character, and I didn't want to do that the whole time. I just wanted to be me, so
Mm-hmm.
so then I changed it. Yeah.
I don't know the name of the movie, but I remember a Guru movie with Eddie Murphy, and now I have to imagine your image instead of Eddie Murphy.
All right. I don't think I've seen that, but it was kind of based on this British show. I've forgotten the name, but like they had this segment called the Games Guru,
Oh, right.
and it was a guy, like, like wearing this robe, and he would like sit there, and like, he was like, like he knew everything about games, and so, like,
Video
people would
games.
kind of, yeah, like,
Or
yeah, video games,
okay.
right. And so, like, people would kind of like phone in and like ask him questions.
Mm-hmm.
um and yeah, if you search for games guru, I'm trying to remember the name of the show now, it's a British show, but
Games
but
Guru.
anyway. Yeah. Like Games Guru was like the name of the segment.
So it was
Um,
on BBC?
yeah, I think it was a BBC show. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wait, let me share my screen with you so you can see what I'm
Okay,
Googling.
yeah. I'm just trying to remember the name of it now.
Hmm. Doctor Who? No.
No. Uh, Yeah, games. Okay, just take off BBC. Like, see if it comes up with anything. Or maybe
Oh
Game
wait,
Game Guru. It might be Game Guru.
maybe we should look at
And then if you search for search
pictures.
for images, like
Yeah,
I'll recognize him.
here or here.
No,
Maybe Game
no.
Guru is some kind of website.
Oh, that's right. There is a website, right?
Yeah,
Called Game Guru.
yeah.
Okay, but I guess it's games. Oh, like yeah, search for Games Guru. Uh,
Here, Wedding Guru. It's nearly the same.
yeah, right. Right, because I'm married to adventure games.
Yeah,
That's
right.
right.
So never mind.
Actually,
mem-
actually, sorry, sorry. Yeah. So speaking of that, my girlfriend is actually jealous of adventure games because because I'm so kind of like
Hooked.
passionate about them.
Yeah,
And it's kind of like the other love of my life, So
yeah. Especially weird adventure games. We
it's especially weird ones. Well, not always weird ones.
no, no,
I
no.
yeah, but I do like finding like the kind of more obscure games, and like I like sometimes those are like the best ones to review as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, we played. I think some months back. What was it called? This Eternam.
uh, oh god, it's Eternam or Eternam,
Yeah,
however you pronounce it. Yeah, like
Eternam.
that was actually too weird, like even for me. Like that was weird. See, like I started playing that thinking, oh, this is gonna be like really hilarious. And then
And it
like
was
as we were playing
sometimes.
it, yeah, it was sometimes, but as we were playing it, I found it was also frustrating to
Yeah,
play.
and
Yeah.
Eternam.
Yeah,
Eternam.
Eternam. That's it. That's
Yeah,
the one.
this
Yeah.
one. And we from Infogrants, of course. And we have a segment here where we flip through old German game magazines, and one of the game magazine was the top 100 games of all time. And I think Eternam was very high on the list with 93
It
from
was?
100 points or something like that. Yeah, this discredited the magazine immediately.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it in the top 100, I don't think. No.
No, no,
I
it's
mean, I kind of forgot about it actually. Like I don't like it seemed like the kind of game that I would really love and would just kind of like be very memorable, but I just forgot about it.
yeah,
Um
but it looked good.
it did.
Yeah,
Well, that mm, I guess I don't know. Yeah, it's very colorful.
and
I
I remember it having really, really many empty rooms with nothing to do.
Yeah, that's one of my big criticisms. It's just the fact that it just felt very empty,
Yeah,
and then especially when you're traveling on the world map. If you see, yeah, there's the world map right there.
yeah.
Yeah, like that part of the game was just really was kind of tedious.
Mm.
Um, like going from and I really had no idea like where we were going. I think we just ended up just following the walkthrough.
Yeah, we did
Um,
because
you know.
it's so confusing to play this game. But anyhow, I think we jumped a few topics. So you I'm not quite sure to how to call it. We were discussing it the other day. That's are not review episodes about strange or obscure adventure games. It's more like essays you're creating.
So, well, no, yeah, like I don't really know what to call them because, yeah, I mean kind of like reviews, but I'm not reviewing the game, like I would if I was writing a review, you
Yeah.
know, because I'm not like kind of systematically, analyzing. Oh, like um the game mechanics and the graphics and the sound and all of that. Like I'm not kind of going through categories or always doing scores. That's like another thing. I keep forgetting to give games scores,
Mm.
and so like I started doing this like rubber chickens with pulleys in the middle thing. Where
Mm-hmm.
I give it a score out of 10. But like sometimes I just forget to do it,
Yeah.
because it's not really the point of the review. I just find it kind of pointless. It's
Yeah,
just
it
like,
is.
okay, yeah, I mean, I'm not really focusing on that. It's more of just kind of me kind of riffing on the game and
Mm-hmm.
talking about my experience of the game. So it's not necessarily a review. And like yeah, like people have asked me that. They're like, well, yeah, it's not really a review. They're like I came here, expecting a review of this, and it's just you kind of talking crap. And I'm like, well, look, what did you expect? I mean, it's kind of like I don't know. It's a bit like how, how to say. Yeah, so I'm not really sure what to call it. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't really call it anything. I mean, it's just an adventure game geek episode of this.
yeah,
You know.
mostly it's you picking up interesting parts of a game and talking about it and making fun of them. Often
Well,
these
yeah,
aren't
well,
the
not
most.
necessarily. Well, like, okay, yes. Sometimes I'm making fun of the game, but it's all in kind of like good humor. Like
Yeah,
very rarely am I kind of like attacking a game just for the sake of it. It's
yeah,
it,
right.
it's not like an AVGN episode
Yeah, it's more
where
persiflage. Is that an English word? Persiflage?
huh a
It's
what?
a persiflage. It's German for or maybe French. When you make fun about something, but you do it with some kind of light-hearted humor.
Uh, right, yeah. So I don't know what you call that. Sorry, which word did you use?
Persiflage. I thought it was also an English word, but I'm not quite sure.
It doesn't sound English. What the
No,
heck?
I think a parody. Yeah, Metro. Maybe a parody.
Sort of.
Yeah.
It's yeah. It's just because like most of the games that I talk about, I do actually enjoy. There are a few exceptions. Um, my Necronomicon review, for example, I really don't like that game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's the one which came closest to me kind of really criticizing the game, and then destroying it with a chainsaw at the end. Um,
Right.
you which people find some people find like disrespectful, but but again, like that's actually just a reflection of my feelings about the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's all about my how how I feel playing the game and what my reaction is. And my reaction playing Necronomicon is just total frustration.
Mm-hmm.
So like that was just me taking my frustration out on the game in just an exaggerated way.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's not in like bad. It's not done in some kind of like bad spirit or something.
You're right.
At least that's not like the intention. And actually, like in my defense, like I did destroy that copy of Necronomicon, but then after that, I actually bought like a boxed copy of it. So so that I kind of because I felt I needed to redeem myself,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so I actually got like a boxed copy of a game that I don't even like. So there you go. So I think you know I think
Yeah.
that I think you can forgive me now.
I do. I do. You redeemed yourself. But
Thanks.
But let's get a little bit back. It's kind of a tradition to talk with guests about their computer historiography. What was your first computer video game, and how the
Yeah.
next one, and what was the next one, the next one. Where did you start? I maybe we should explain. You grew up in England and then moved to the US. So when you talk about Commodore stuff, it's because you experienced this in the UK, not in the US, because in the US it's not that popular.
Uh, right. Yeah. Well, yeah. Like I actually, well, I grew up in the UK like from the age of 8 or 9 or something,
Hmm.
because I was born here, and then I actually lived in New Jersey until I was like 8. No, oh no, wait, hang on a sec. Yeah, like when I was really young, I lived in New Jersey, and then we moved to Western Massachusetts,
Hmm.
and then we were there until I was like 8 or 9 or something, and then we moved to the UK, and then I was living in the UK until like my early mid 20s or something,
Yeah. So
and
you
then I
had the luck to play with the really good computers, home computers then.
well, yeah, yeah, like most I mostly played on the Amiga.
Hmm.
I first had an Atari ST, and then I upgraded to the Amiga.
Oh,
Um,
how was that
yeah,
upgrading? Was it eye-opening?
yeah, it was really awesome at the time because it was a really significant upgrade, and I remember like the Amiga especially had much better sound
Hmm.
than the Atari ST, and the graphics as well. I
Yeah.
remember the Amiga sound being just awesome, and then I actually got some like special like speakers or something that you could hook up to the computer like to make it sound even better,
Hmm.
and then I would kind of crank the volume up to the max, and then the like the controller box that was controlling the speakers, like smoke started coming out of it, and then I think that because because I think the volume was too loud or something, and then that kind of malfunctioned. But anyway, um, yeah,
do you remember the game? Which grilled your
uh,
speakers? Your
no,
amplifier?
no, I think it was any game really, because uh, it was such a significant upgrade from like the Atari ST, and
Hmm.
I mean at the time, um, but I would actually play just like all sorts of different genres on the Amiga, like which is different from now. Like now, I almost always play adventure games, although sometimes I play RPGs.
Hmm.
But like in the old Amiga days, because there was like a really good variety of different games to play. I would play a lot of like platform games, um, and what else?
Do
Not
you remember?
strategy. I've never been into strategy games or
No.
simulation games.
Yeah.
Um, but adventure and like kind of yeah RPGs, like early RPGs, like dungeon crawlers and platformers. I like the Amiga was great for platform games.
Yeah. Do you remember some names?
Uh, Platform games
Maybe I don't know. One of your
and
favorite
and
games.
and shoot, and shoot 'em ups. Like one of my favorite shoot 'em ups on the Amiga is Apidia.
Ah,
Do you know that one?
yeah.
Like the one where you control a bee.
Yeah. Oh, how is
Yeah,
it?
like that shoot 'em up is awesome. Like I played that one to death. It's really hard. It's really hard though.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, like it had this thing like the shortcut for selecting the special weapon was the space bar, and like because like the game was so crazy, like I would like smash that space bar, like anytime I had to choose a special weapon, as soon as I got it, I would just be smashing the space bar, and like I think I kind of broke it,
You broke your
Yeah,
spacebar.
so I broke my speakers. I broke my space bar. But
Oh.
this is all part of the this is all part of the gaming experience, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to break something.
How's Wikipedia spelled? I think it was like this,
Oh,
but I'm not.
AP API. Um, wait. Oh, you spelt it like that? It's no, it's with an I, not instead of a Y. And then a Y,
Oh,
DYA.
yeah.
There it is.
There
There
it
it is.
is. Kaiko, right. It's a German developed game, and I think the
It is.
music has to be quite good. I remember quite good music because it's
Yeah,
by
the
Chris
music for
Hülsbeck.
that was
Yeah,
awesome as well. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Chris
Yeah,
Hülsbeck, who also composed the music for Turrican.
right. And a
Like,
lot
yeah,
of other games.
if you look at that, like the music for Turrican is
Yeah,
awesome. Like
yeah,
it's some of the best music.
yeah. Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
R-Type. Right. Yeah. He did
Yeah,
a lot of
R-Type, classic.
cool
Yeah.
music, and also the graphics is very bright and colorful, and I think the Amiga was way better with colorful graphics than the ST. So yeah, I think this.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my favorite shoot 'em up, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very hard.
Yeah.
Did you got through?
Uh, I did, but it was never like a guarantee. Like once it's fine up until the techno level.
Yeah.
Um, like once you get to the techno level, it suddenly becomes like really really difficult. Sorry,
No
it's
problem.
still morning.
It's still morning. Yeah.
um, also, I was up really late gaming last night, so
Of course.
yeah, of course, and yeah, the techno level was just really crazy, and then also like once you started losing lives, you would start losing your special weapons. You see the
Mm-hmm.
special weapons there at the
Mm-hmm.
bottom. Um,
Yeah.
so some are better than others. So I would always get the same one. But then once you started losing lives, it was pretty much all over once you lost like 2 lives or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if you had like more lives, if you didn't have the right weapons, you were just screwed.
Yeah. Right. So you have to
Yeah, but
restart.
like this part is easy with the giant praying mantis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that's easy.
So I guess you play Turrican then too.
Yeah, I played Turrican. Not so much Turrican 1, but like Turrican 2.
Yeah.
Was also one of my favorite games. Lots of different places to explore in that game. Like lots of secrets. You can turn into a spinning
Ball.
uh what is it called? Those things, saw blades.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can turn into a spinning saw blade, and there's like all like great weapons and special items and stuff. Yeah, really fun game. Yeah, like I mean, yeah, for me, like the Amiga really excelled at like platformers like that and shoot 'em ups.
Mm-hmm. So
Not so much adventure games actually. Like thinking about it, back in the Amiga days, the adventures like weren't such like a prominent thing really. It
mm,
was just like one of the genres that I would play.
yeah, right. But there were some Monkey Island,
Yeah,
Sierra
there was
games
still
and stuff like that.
there was still the classics like Monkey Island and King's Quest and all that stuff.
Indiana Jones.
In Indiana Jones, yeah, I played the Last Crusade, but I didn't play Fate of Atlantis. That's for a
Yeah,
very good reason.
yeah, right. We both played together played Indiana Jones 4, and I was thinking of way back when I played Indiana Jones 4. I was thinking of it as the best adventure game I've ever played, and now I played it again, and it isn't that good of an adventure game anymore because of you. Thank
I
you.
think, yeah. So basically, yeah. So you played it with me, and I totally ruined it for
Yeah,
you.
right, right.
Like because I was constantly moaning about it.
Go
No,
back, pick up the ladder. No, not again.
no, I honestly didn't think it was that great. I mean, especially the thing is like, yeah, see, like what happens sometimes is that I'll play a game that like I've heard from I've heard many times is supposed to be really great and like one of the best adventure games
Hmm.
of all time, apparently,
Yeah,
and
like Beneath the Steel Sky.
yeah, like yeah, Beneath the Still Sky. I mean, like people kept going on about that, saying how great of a game it was,
Mm.
and then I played it, and I was like, "What is so great about this?" Like,
Yeah,
I just didn't get it. Like, you know, maybe I would have had a different opinion back in the day, but I don't think so. Um, you know, maybe I'm not so. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, maybe I'm not so patient. Um, with those things, like maybe before I would have appreciated it more or not. I don't know.
maybe, yeah.
But yeah, like in the Fate of Atlantis, yeah, like I really didn't like having to like pick an item back up after using it like several times.
Hmm.
Like was it the ladder?
Yeah,
Was
the
it
ladder,
that?
and I think some metal rod or something like that we needed multiple
Yeah, like
times.
stuff like that. It's like where you use an item in a puzzle, and then there's no indication that you really need it again, and so you just don't think to pick it up. I mean, like that's just like a normal, like adventure game thing.
Hmm.
Um, or it should give you some indication, like, oh, you'll need this later. But then what happens is you just kind of leave it there, thinking, okay, well that's the end of that. And then you realize later on that you actually need it, or you don't even realize. You're like, well, what do I do now? And then
Hmm.
you find out that you have to go all the way back again to pick that up.
Yeah, right.
Just to solve like another puzzle. But they totally overused it. Like they use like one item like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just gets tedious. Also, I really didn't the like the color palette of that game. I
Mm.
found it very like kind of just
Brown.
gray and like yeah, just very depressing. It just all looked the same to me,
Mm.
you know. So yeah, I don't know. I just really love the Last Crusade game because it's so true to the movie.
Yeah, but also
Uh,
a little bit different. So if you know the movie, you know where to go, but you don't know how to go there.
right. So I already had like a connection to that because of the movie, and I really love the movie. So
Mm.
like that definitely helps.
Yeah.
But yeah, and there is no Fate of Atlantis movie, right? As far as I know.
Not yet.
Um,
Mm.
no,
I don't know.
not yet. Like yeah, but I mean they're making Indy 5, but
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Okay, so I was wondering, you played Dungeon Crawlers. Eyes the Beholder, Dungeon Master,
Yeah, that's right. Dungeon Master, Eye of the Beholder. What else? Crystal Dragon was another one.
Crystal Dragon. I don't
Crystal
remember that.
Dragon, like that's also one of my favorites. That's not as well known. Oh, Crystal with a Y.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is Dungeon
Oh, there
Master.
it is.
Crystal
There it is.
Dragon is Dungeon Master.
Oh wait, does it say Dungeon Master, aka Crystal Dragon?
Yeah, Crystal Dragon is a working title for Dungeon Master.
No, really? That's I had no idea about that.
Dude, is it this game you know under the name Crystal Dragon?
No, no, no. It's a totally different game. That's the classic
Okay,
Dungeon
wait.
Master
M-
that
m-
was like the first of its kind. Huh.
Maybe
I
there's
had no
another
idea
game
that
named
I
Crystal
had no
Dragon.
idea it was called Crystal
Oh,
Dragon.
you're right. Here is. Oh, from a
Oh,
genetics
dude,
field. This
yeah, like
one?
I kind of wonder if it's called Crystal Dragon then as kind of a homage to Dungeon Master if it was like the working title
Maybe.
because
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Unfortunately, there are no screenshots here, so let's take a look at
Oh,
the back side of the box. Oh, that looks good.
Oh yeah, when you said that, you just sounded like Hermit in the Forest. Like
Why?
when you know when he shows his box, he says, "Okay, let's look at the front side. Let's look at the back side. Let's look inside the box and see." Yeah, like I really love Hermit in the Forest. I really love how he actually, I guess, like lives in a forest or whatever, and then he puts his games there,
Yeah.
like in like, and it's like, and he does like the same setup for like for all of his videos, but like it's
Yeah.
always interesting to see what's in his collection. I'm not a collector like that, but
No.
um yeah. Yeah, there's Crystal Dragon.
So
That was a great dungeon crawler. Well, like, yeah, one of my favorites still. Yeah.
so
Hmm.
maybe I need that. That
Yeah,
looks like.
I'd recommend it if you're into that. If you're into that,
Oh yeah, I
for
am.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. We'll leave that this tab open. So do you have some other hidden games for me that
Hidden
I should
games?
own?
I didn't know it was a hidden game. Okay.
Yeah, I never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Oh, you never heard of that? Okay. I think it was like it might have only been available in the UK or something. So
Maybe.
it probably didn't make its way, like,
No, no, no. That's a
worldwide.
German box. That's a German box here.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, interesting. Oh, and you've never heard of it?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you were German.
Yeah, I am, but I don't know every German media out there. So, right?
I thought that you knew every German game.
No, no, no. That's a rumor. And
Well,
I
okay, I mean, yeah, it's a German box, but it's not a German developer though. It's a
yeah
British developer. I'm
yeah
pretty sure.
yeah
Yeah, right. Magnetic Fields. Yeah,
yeah.
they're
Lotus
also known
Supercars
for Mr. Chips. Oh, is that all? Oh no, wait. They're known for other stuff, right?
was founded as
Yeah,
Mr. Chip's Software in 1982.
right.
Yeah, they did a lot of other stuff. I don't know anything about.
Let's see if there's any I'm familiar with. Hmm, not really. I don't think I've
Judging by the title of the game, I think this could be something, you know. Quetzy
like
Quacks.
Quasi Quacks. What's
Yeah.
that? Published by Mr. Chip Software. Oh,
Okay, maybe not.
that's old. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's too old for me.
That's not something I've played. No.
Okay. So
No.
you started with an Atari ST. Then I guess you switched over to an Amiga, and also you got a whole lot more of opportunities on the school and on the way to school to share games than with the Atari, right?
Right. So yeah. So it was like the Atari and then the Amiga and then obviously I got a PC after that. Like like Windows 95.
Oh. Oh, you
Which
got a PC with Windows 9. You started with Windows 95, so your PC was from 95 or 96?
right. Yeah, I still have it and it still kind of works.
Oh, right. That was the PC you showed me with the rattling noise and stuff like that.
Yeah. So it's like it still has life in it, but
Yeah.
it's really not really functional. But yeah, like that it's a Packard Bell Windows 95 computer that I bought in Dixon's, which is like a electronic store in the UK, and it was actually the display model, so I think I got like a discount
Hmm.
on that. So I think I got a good deal on that one.
Yeah, because they
And
wanted to get rid of the 95 machines to change them out with 98 machines.
Well, right, and I was just used 95. I never really used 98. I kind of skipped over that.
Okay.
Um, like the operating systems that I use most are 95, and then I have like XP and 7, and then Windows. Like now I use Windows 10.
Mm-hmm.
But for kind of older games, I use Windows 7 a lot because that I find that's like compatible with most games I play.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of them. Sometimes I have to go back to Windows 95.
Yeah.
Um,
What was the
so yeah,
last game that was really
with
picky
like with
about?
uh
What was the
sorry,
last game that was really picky about the operation, their OS?
Master of Dimensions.
Right, Master of Dimension. Yeah,
Oh yeah, is that on Moby Games? Yeah,
yeah,
we should shout that out. I think more people should know about Master about Master of Dimensions.
yeah.
There it is. It's the developer is from where are they from again? Uh,
Israel.
Israel. That's it. Yeah, it's an Israeli company.
Yeah,
And they were also involved in the Simon the Sorcerer games
yeah.
as
And
well,
Discworld, Earthworm Jim.
and Discworld. Yeah.
Maybe they did some ports for other systems or stuff like that. Goblin's Quest. Okay.
But
Loom.
I think they were but I think Master of Dimensions is like totally developed by them.
Mm-hmm.
That like Simon the Sorcerer, they would they did something on that, but it's not developed by
Yeah.
that
Maybe they
Israeli
did the
company.
Amiga version or something like that. Yeah.
Right. So Master Dimensions was such a pain. It's one of those games. It's such a quirky game, and like I tried that on just like so many systems. And I just couldn't get it working, and then eventually my friend in Spain had this like old computer. It was just like a little mini like a mini PC,
Mm-hmm.
and like he actually sent me that just so I could play Master of Dimensions.
Yeah.
And it was totally worth it, but
Yeah, but before you could play Master of Dimensions, I think the customs played it
sorry,
before
I,
you,
I think
right?
I think I should give you credit, right? Because didn't you get it working or no?
I'm not sure. Yeah, we had some heroes with that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. So
I think you sort of got it working, but I think there was something wrong with it. Um,
mm,
I managed to get it working, but then it wouldn't. It crashed or it didn't save or something like that. It
yeah,
just wasn't fully functional. Um,
yeah. So in short, you make short video essays, not reviews about
says, I wouldn't call them essays, but
short clips.
I
Let's call it clips.
call it clips. Yeah, I don't know.
Episodes.
Just what? Yeah, episodes. Just call them episode. Yeah, they're like episodes in my adventure gaming life.
Yeah, right, right.
Basically. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that differentiates you from other YouTube adventure reviewers or stuff like that. So,
You think? Like, how is it different?
yeah, because it's not about the game or it's not about the reviewer. It's about the connection between the reviewer and the game. I think
Uh-huh.
because you talk about the things that are not fundamentally flawed with the game or very good with the game. You talk about the parts of the game you found interesting, and it doesn't matter if they are good or bad. They are just the parts you found interesting, and you smile about it and tell smilingly about it, and I think that's nice.
Well, yeah, it's like I can't help just kind of doing stuff. Yeah, I mean, it kind of comes across as if I'm like being as if I'm just not being serious at all, and or I'm kind of totally making fun of the game. But that's not actually true at all. Like I'm just kind of having fun with it, basically.
Yeah.
Um, and that's honestly like my reactions to the game. I'm not really kind of do. See, the thing is, like, I'm not playing a character, and I'm not kind of playing it up. That's like honestly just the way that I'm reacting to the game. Just
Yeah.
um, so so it's a very kind of honest reaction in that respect, because it's just me like making stupid jokes about stuff, which is what I would normally do, when I'm playing the game anyway.
Right.
Um, so so yeah, but I also think it's important to have to add some kind of you know uh personality to it, so that it's not just like like it's not just me kind of like waffling on objectively about the game and whether it's good or not. Because I mean, if you want to know that, you can just read a review.
Yeah,
Just
right.
like read a review on Adventure Gamers or something.
Yeah.
Like like I think it's making a video. It's like the perfect opportunity to like add yourself into it,
Hmm.
which is why I always do that, because without that it wouldn't be the same. You know.
Yeah,
Uh,
but at the same time, it's not only about you. If you watch a episode of Angry Video Game Nerd, it's either about the game or the character of the Angry Video Game Nerd. So you do both at the same time and not at the same time. You talking about your connection between the game and the good or bad stuff, and it doesn't matter is good or bad. So I think that's the difference.
right, right. I Yeah, I guess I guess the angry video game would actually be like one of my inspirations, although like the way that I do my videos is not the same at all, but really well,
Hmm.
I don't know, maybe there are some similarities, but I'm not I'm kind of like the opposite of that.
Yeah, right.
I'm not the angry adventure gamer, you
No.
know. So because because I'm just having a laugh about it. Also, I'm not playing a character
Hmm.
really,
You're
because
right.
like James Rolfe is not like that, always like that in real life.
No.
So
So, for everybody who is interested in you and liked to watch some of your episodes, I,
my episodes, right? Yeah, just call it my episodes. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I posted a link into the chat so everybody who is interested can have a look. To to
Oh,
uh, to finish our talk at the end of the year, we normally talk about your mm, favorite media of 2021. So your favorite movie, your favorite show, your favorite book, your favorite music album, and it don't has to be created this year. You just had to listen, read, whatever, watch it this year. So, is there
uh-huh.
any movie you liked this year? I know it's a hard year for movie fans because most of the movies are blockbusters, and with COVID and stuff like that, the cinemas were closed, and it was hard to watch them. But are there any movies you quite liked this year?
Uh, I mean, yeah, like in the cinema, like I did go to the cinema recently to watch Dune,
Yeah.
which which I thought was excellent. I really enjoyed that. I think it was definitely better to watch it on the big screen,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the soundtrack. It has an excellent soundtrack. Well, the soundtrack's by Hans Zimmer, so I mean you
Yeah.
can't really go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I saw that. I think I think that might have been like the only movie I saw in the cinema this year. Actually, I was gonna go see Ghostbusters Afterlife, but just didn't get around to it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, I mean, I've seen plenty of other movies. Like at home. I I watched this movie Warriors of Virtue the other day. It was actually like a VHS that I picked up from Goodwill.
You
Just like totally randomly. I wouldn't really recommend it, but it's kind of like um it's like an 80s fantasy movie, a little bit like it's like a cross between Neverending Story and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
you
Uh,
still have a
but it's
VHS player?
yeah, of course I do.
Of
Yeah.
course, sure.
Yeah, of course. So it's like Ninja Turtles, but instead of turtles, they're kangaroos. You should check it out.
Yeah,
Um,
sounds fantastic.
or not. It's but it has a really interesting villain in that. The villain is played by what's his name, Angus McFadden, or however you say his name. He played Robert the Bruce in Braveheart.
Oh,
Um,
right.
and like his character is just really crazy. So you should check that out. But yeah, like
This one?
yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's it. But the kang yeah, that there's a picture of him there. Fighting one of the kangaroos.
Okay.
I gotta say, like the set design. Yeah, that's them. That it's yeah. So it's Ninja Turtles but with kangaroos.
Mhm.
But yeah, it didn't really work so well. But you know.
The German title translated is Warrior of Tau Universe.
Oh, Tao. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Like Tao kind of plays a role in the plot. You
Okay.
know. Uh, yeah. I guess they changed it to virtue in English.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Kids will
no,
love it.
I wouldn't necessarily recommend that. But that's just something that I picked up just randomly. Um.
Sorry. I'm fascinated with you having a VHS player. You buying a
Really?
VHS tape. You could buy a VHS tape?
Yeah. I mean, this is at Goodwill. You know, just like at
Oh,
the
right. It's second hand, right?
right,
Yeah,
exactly.
okay,
So
okay,
you know,
okay.
yeah. So somebody somewhere like didn't want their VHS copy of Warriors of Virtue. I don't know why. So
Okay.
I decided to rescue it from Goodwill. So now I have that.
Oh, okay. I thought you bought it at Walmart or something like that.
Uh, oh no. No. This is just like this is just like a second hand thing, or something that you get from like
Hmm.
a yard sale
Okay.
or whatever. But no, I still have VHS tapes, you know.
And Laserdisc?
No, actually, I never got into Laserdisc at all, and I've never had a Laserdisc player or a
Oh, okay.
Laserdisc. Uh,
Yeah, yeah. Me neither. It's too expensive. It was too expensive and still is. So I'm stuck with a VHS player too.
you are?
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
hmm.
Okay, so you had Dune and Warriors of Virtue. That's your top movies of 2021?
That's all I can think of right now. Like you know, that's, I could probably think of more. I just haven't prepared. Uh,
Okay.
so and what else? Like some movies and what like games?
If you like, or TV shows if you like, but we have to exclude shows where you are involved with. So this limits the candidates.
I'm trying to think of games like games that were released this year. You mean?
No. You played this year. Doesn't matter when they were released.
Oh, that I played.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, I mean, I played quite a few games this year. I'm just trying to think which ones I would recommend necessarily.
You played
Uh,
Tuberbrook,
uh,
right?
Master. Oh, sorry. What was that? Tuba Brook?
Yeah.
No, yeah, okay, yeah. I got to be honest though. I wouldn't necessarily recommend that one though.
Okay.
I mean, well, like just for me personally, um, yeah, like I got to be honest that like that game was kind of disappointing because I backed it on Kickstarter and it looked really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Just like from the trailer and just everything they were saying about it. That they were using like like real models and
Yeah.
everything like as the background, which I thought was like a really cool idea. So I thought it had like a lot of potential, and like they got a lot of funding for it on Kickstarter. So I was so psyched, and so I guess I had really high expectations of it. And I got to say that like the backgrounds are, and like the models are really awesome. Like I think it looks just, really unique. But the game, I didn't like the game itself. Like
Mm-hmm.
I just, it was just very forgettable to me. I just didn't find the characters or the gameplay like that compelling.
Mm-hmm.
Is the trouble. So the only thing I really loved about it was like the set design. Um, and just like the like the look of it. But that was about it. It just wasn't a game that really kind of like stayed with me, unfortunately. I really wish that I liked that game better.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for saying that I didn't like it very much, but I honestly didn't. uh, I mean, I still backed on Kickstarter. I still have like like a boxed copy of it. um
Yeah, but I
But
think it was generally not that well received.
yeah, and I think I read reviews that said kind of similar things actually about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like the sets are brilliant. I mean, I mean, I don't know if there's another game that uses kind of like real sets like that, and they obviously spent such a long time like designing those and
Yeah.
and everything. I mean, you can see that like the level of detail and care that they put into it, but I think they kind of focused too much on that, and I just didn't as a game. I just didn't think it was that interesting.
Mm.
So you know, but that's just me. I mean, like some like other people might really love it, but unfortunately, I
Also,
didn't.
also thinking back, I don't think we together played any good adventure games this year, right?
Yeah, we always we always play the bad ones.
Yeah, right, right. Indiana Jones
So,
4.
like we always play. Well, what did we play? Like Fate of Atlantis.
We played of Atlantis, right? And we played Atenam, and we played. I think so.
We've played a good one, haven't we?
Haven't we?
I'm sure. Like yeah, we've definitely played other ones that were better.
Sure.
Um, well, the first game we ever played together was Talisman. In
Yeah,
fact,
right.
like that's how I first like that's how we first got to know each other.
Yeah, right.
Um,
We played
because
Talisman.
I was looking for someone who spoke German to play Talisman with me.
Yeah. So I had
And so
to translate in real time what's.
and yeah, and you were nice enough to do that, even though I know that you think that game sucks, but
Yeah, yeah. Because it does.
but it sucks in a good way. I mean, for me it does. Like for me it does anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
it's one of those that's a perfect example of a game that I know isn't that great, but I love it anyway because it's so weird
Yeah, it is.
and
It
it's
is.
it's so obscure. you know, and it's only in German,
Yeah, only in German.
right?
So you played a lot of games, but you can't remember any good ones.
No, well, no, I just it's the kind of thing I have to actually kind of like remember what it is that I played.
Oh,
I have
right.
trouble just kind of coming up with it off, off the top of my head.
Yeah, okay.
I've played plenty of games. Well, it's a matter of opinion if you think they're good or not.
Yeah, right.
I played Pilgrim. I played Pilgrim,
Mm-hmm.
um, which was which I thought was pretty good. It was better than I thought it would be. Um,
Okay.
I played what else? What else have I played this year? I played I played the Frankenstein game,
Right. With
which was
with
which is
with
with Tim Curry. Like the best
with
thing about that game is Tim Curry.
yeah, right.
Otherwise, otherwise the game for me is very meh.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like the
um,
the the predecessor, wasn't it the Mummy or was it a successor to that?
yeah, Mummy Tomb of the Pharaoh is like the sister game.
Yeah, okay.
Um, starring Malcolm McDowell. Again, the
Mhm.
best thing about that game is Malcolm McDowell,
Mhm.
and the game is very meh.
Okay.
So there's kind of a theme there. Basically, like that was from the FMV era, where basically they were just like promoting big name actors in games, and like that was the main
Mhm.
selling point of the game. Like like Christopher Walken and people in Ripper
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Dennis Hopper
That
in
that
Hell.
game that game I yeah that's another game that I not particularly fond of.
No.
Ripper.
Yeah.
That's my one video that I was never happy with. All my other videos, I'm okay with for the most part, but like Ripper, I just never really was satisfied with it. I think it's because I just didn't enjoy the game.
Mhm.
That's the thing. Like like if I don't enjoy the game, I'm not going to enjoy making a video on it.
Right. Yeah.
So, uh, you know.
Okay, so I think that's it. Do you have any what's it's called? Visions of or predictions for the future of adventure games? Do you think in the next year there will be some big titles, or are there some titles you're looking for?
Ooh, yeah, that's like another question which I should have prepared for, and then like written all the written all this stuff down because I never
I
come up with
I
these.
I informed you in front of the interview.
Oh, you did? What
Yeah, two
what?
times.
Uh, uh, okay, well, okay, I'm just lazy then. Or I'm just not prepared or whatever. But
No, no, no.
yeah, like yeah. I started filling out my diary actually with games that are being released
Oh,
like
cool.
in 2022 like starting with the next Carol Reed game that's coming out
Really?
which yeah which I always play um so that's coming out like I think like 1st of January or something
Mm-hmm.
and then like there's like plenty of indie games that I know about or that I've backed on Kickstarter that are coming out next year.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Lord Winklebottom
Yeah.
is
Right.
coming out
Right.
next year with the Detective Giraffe.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, if you know that one, I backed that on Kickstarter. Like that one, I'm really looking forward to. I played the beta version of that,
Mm-hmm.
which is a lot of fun. Um, what other? Yeah, there's other games. I just
Maybe a new
gotta think
Wedger
about.
Eye game. I don't remember if there is any new.
Did I? I don't know. Yeah. I gotta be honest. I don't really play. We played some of the Blackwell games,
Yeah, the first three
and
or
like
two.
yeah, we played like two or three. but we didn't really finish them. We didn't finish them though.
No, they
Um,
were not that good.
well,
Maybe the
I
same
mean, I
as
mean, the,
Beneath the Steel Sky.
yeah, exactly. Like the thing is that yeah, like people, you know, people say how much they love like the Blackwell games, and I'm not saying they're bad games or anything at all. I mean, I think that they're very well crafted, very well made games. I mean, there's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with them. It's like me personally, they just don't. They just don't quite do it for me for some reason.
yeah,
I'm not really sure what it is. Like I think they're too normal for me.
hmm
Is the problem? You
yeah.
know.
The Cathy Rain Did we play Cathy Rain this year or last year? I'm not sure, but
Yeah, and
that was
I
better.
feel the same. I feel the same about Kathy Rain. I think it's games like games that have just like a very kind of solid story and characters and like all that. Like
Yeah,
if you like a good story or and you get attached to like the characters and all that, which is I guess like an important part of adventure games. So
hmm
I don't really know what I'm talking about, but yeah, I guess I just like games that just have like that are just quirky and weird.
yeah, yeah. So maybe there are some surprises for you in 2021.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to. Oh, the other game I'm really looking forward to is Lucy Dreaming, by
hmm
Tall Story Games. I think it's called. Yeah,
Okay.
I back that on Kickstarter. I'm really looking forward to that. That's that game kind of reminds me of What Jedi games,
hmm
in a way, just like the style, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
And also
well,
the
I don't know. I mean,
we played
uh,
this demo game, this Austrian demo game. You remember with the Marcus Ritter, or what was the protagonist called?
Marcus Ritter, right. The FMV game that's kind
Yeah,
of a homage to Gabriel Knight.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not expecting it to be the most amazing FMV game, but it's I always have fun playing, like those FMV games. I mean, like
yeah,
that. I mean that game. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
yeah.
I mean, it's just it's like don't expect like really great acting in these things. You know,
No,
in fact, like yeah, like the main character of that like doesn't really say much. He
no,
just kind of walks through. He just kind of walks through the scenes and take some photos.
and drinks
You know,
water.
and stuff like that. But yeah, like but yeah, like I really respect anyone who kind of goes out and makes an FMV game like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. I'd probably do that. I'd like to do that sometime if I was able to. Um,
Make a Kickstarter.
yeah, that's right.
Okay, so thank you. I think it was very informative, and as always, when I'm talking with you, I feel very cozy and funny, and I think we have a
Yeah,
great.
I think that's that's my objective.
Yeah,
Like yeah, like people have said that about my videos, so
yeah.
uh, so that's good. But this doesn't really feel like an interview though. I just feel like I've just kind of rambled on for an hour, and
Yeah,
it's just like getting off topic and not really talking about what we're supposed to be talking about. But whatever.
yeah, right. And that's kind of my superpower. So yeah, we
Great. Okay.
okay, so thank you for the interview. I hope everybody enjoyed and have also a nice third advent. And I hope we see you, the chat and viewers, on Thursday with our Blätterabend. And also, I'm sending you over to another friend of mine who's playing Outer Wilds on this Sunday evening. Hope to see
Oh
you
yeah.
next time. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. I'm trying to learn this raid stuff on Twitch, but I think I'm managed. See you.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah.